Jane, by now, the last group of the MSU marching band is probably en route to Dallas, and they will meet hundreds of Spartan fans that are already down there. Usually Crunchies isn't open on New Year's Eve, but because of this special game tonight, they are. And they even put up some special decorations as well. They took down the Christmas decorations, and now they have the green and white lights hanging up there. Jane and Sherry, it happened just before 4 o'clock this afternoon, and as you can see here, police are still on scene investigating. Here's what we know. Several Lansing firefighters were out here on Jolly and Cedar collecting donations for the Muscular Dystrophy Association's annual Fill the Boot campaign when there was some sort of argument between a man driving a pickup truck and one of the firefighters. And these teenagers that we're talking about all range in ages from 13 to 18 years old, and they're all males. Now, we're here right now because this is where police ultimately ended up. We have our own little operation going on out here, and it's really important to give back, especially around the holidays, to support the community and especially for those who are hungry, who need our help. In the Greater Lansing Food Bank, they've been doing this for over 3 decades. With Christmas just 3 days away, local kids and adults gathered at a Meijer in Lansing tonight to stock their shopping carts with gifts. It's all part of an effort called Santa's Wish List, something 3 local men started 4 years ago. The goal is to give to kids who wouldn't otherwise have presents to open over the holidays. A local business is warning the police and members of the public about someone who tried to pass a counterfeit bill. This case was unusual, though, because the fake bill wasn't modeled after American money.
Give Mike number 9.
This was started by a friend of ours, Eric, and Paul and myself, and it's another way to get toys out to people in the community.
Focus more on the amounts of gifts versus the price.
So you want at least 3?
I want at least 3 gifts.
Through the use of social media and with the help from local schools, the City of Lansing, and other organizations,
Who wants 14?
Santa's Wish List looks for local kids in need during the holiday season.
Then the family's vetted to make sure there's a need there, and then we end up here.
Oh, do you have a list with you?
150 kids made a list of things they wanted, and these volunteer shoppers go aisle to aisle to help make those wishes come true.
So it'd be like here.
It's all made possible by fundraising and personal donations.
Spreadsheets. I know where those are.
It's a private charity that's all grassroots efforts. Every dollar that's put into this goes back into the toys, so there's no overhead.
There's 6s.
If they ask for small items like socks or crayons, then we'll add a few extra things in there.
Toys are down there.
But it's not just toys. These volunteers look for board games, electronics, and even clothing.
8, 10, 12. What size did they say she wore?
Size 11 shoe.
Kids helping other kids.
Sure.
Nice sweatshirt.
Is it for the same person?
Yeah, 5 or 6 size.
I know how it feels like. My mom didn't have a lot of money one year because she was going to college, and we didn't get a lot of Christmas presents, and I remember feeling so sad.
Julia Brown has been doing this for a couple of years.
This may take a while.
Through these efforts, she hopes to put a smile on someone's face.
You look through those, I'll look through these.
Last year, I know we had over 30,000 in toys, and this year, I would say we're going to be at least at 15,000.
But you can't put a price on happiness. These gifts will certainly make each underprivileged kid and their family feel special, and it's rewarding.
The parents and sometimes the kids, they come and they pick stuff up and they give us hugs, and they're crying because they're so happy.
That red Cavalier looked like she might have been talking into it because she had it like this and she was talking.
Whether you're texting, using social media, or sending an email, more and more people are switching gears from eyes on the road to eyes on their cell phone, and police in East Lansing are catching them.
Make sure you think twice before you drive through our community because we are going to be out there. I'm going to plan to do these every so often.
For about 2 hours today, 6 News chief photographer Dave Parks and I rode along as officers in plain clothes looked for drivers breaking the law.
We're going to see what this gal does right here, Christine. And you can really tell as you drive by and their heads down. A lot of them have their phone up here. I mean, it's fairly obvious. One northbound from Shaw on Hagedorn. Good morning, ma'am. Hi. How are you?
This woman was seen on her phone just before the light turned red. She stayed on it while stopped at the light. Her eyes still focused on the screen even after the light turned green.
We were behind you on Hagedorn Road and watched you continue to text at the light and continue to text after the light turned. So I think the first offense is $100. So it is a little expensive, but again, we're doing this for the safety purpose of it, not that we're wanting out here to blanket the community with tickets. So.